Снова накид, слив, снова накид на сплив. Скинь, сколько таких, как Крис, псы не любят токсин, риск. Снова накид, слив, снова накид на сплив. Скинь, сколько таких, как Крис, псы не любят токсин, риск.
All right, we got a new patron for $10 a month.
We eating meat tonight, boys. No more potato eating. We gotta fry our potatoes, make chips. Who's the new patron, you know?
It's a Scumlord, actually.
Damn, Scumlords are pay pig now. You're our sugar daddy and we're your little piss piglets.
Pee on me, Scumlord. Water me with your
You need to be
pee.
watered with your pee money.
So, thank you, Scumlord, and I guess we dedicate this episode to you, buddy. And I guess with that, hello and welcome to a new episode of the Refundables.
Episode 9.
For a new video,
We have a really good show for you tonight.
we have the best show for you at WKGBR 105.
I was thinking more Johnny Carson. Yeah, I know American culture. I'm American.
Can I get you a boiga? A hamboiga?
American cheese is not even cheese. It's like, you know when you're really dirty
Yeah.
and you rub your, like,
Oh god, no.
your between your balls and your leg, you know that area? Where
Yeah.
It's all sweaty. And you've been running, like it smells like... Yeah, that's what American cheese is made from. I do.
So, Peppy, what game are we actually reviewing this week?
We're reviewing Ruiner.
A top-down twin-stick shooter.
Yeah, if you have two sticks, if not, it's a mouse and keyboard game.
You can play with mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I played it mouse and keyboard. It's not bad, but it's clearly intended for...
Yeah. So the game is set in like a cyberpunk world, dystopian cyberpunk world, and you start out as a dude who is basically just a dude, but he has an LCD display as his face. And they also show different stuff on this LCD display through the gameplay. For instance, when you're going after enemies, it'll just say kill, 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 or when nothing's going on, it says no file. But you also have some very, very limited dialogue trees that I don't actually think change anything.
I think
I don't think they matter at all, but they give you an option.
Yeah, they give you an additional, like, say an extra thing, but it doesn't actually change the story, you know?
Oh, do you want to nod or do you want to crack your knuckles?
Yeah.
What I do like is that for those choices, they have like fully animated different facial LCD stuff to display the option.
Yeah, your face changes depending on your answer.
Yeah.
Which is a good addition. Like, it's a little small thing that it's like on the...
Like the main character, he gives you this badass feeling.
Yeah, even though you're a fucking idiot, like pawn, I guess, in other people's games, you feel like you're a fucking badass, even though you're kind of being controlled, you know? Yeah, they gotta be honest. Like, the studio's name is Raycon Studios, and it's got a very Japanese aesthetic. And then I looked at who these guys were. Based in Warsaw, Poland.
Yeah, the aesthetic is great, just like the lighting and the tone. And like you have this droning music, this Blade Runner-esque soundtrack, keeping up the pace.
With the body horror element of the game, it reminded me of Akira more.
It's got a very Akira feel to it at some parts.
Here's a little story about why I'm the way I am. My sister, who's like 15 years older than me, decided it's a good idea to give me Akira for my like 8th birthday. If I'm not lazy, I take a picture of it and we can put it in the video. Because your parents don't care what you watch when you're 8 in Bulgaria. That's it. That's the story.
That shaped you. That's made your love of sci-fi so strong.
That's why I don't watch anime anymore. Just flashbacks, like the war.
It's your cookie cutter cyberpunk dystopia world. It's a layered society, and the upper world is called heaven, and the middle world is like represented as a kind of free rebel limbo called, I think, Ranguk. And then you have hell, which is down below in the sewers and the machine ducts.
The guts of the machine. But my favorite part was the bike cinematic at the first map.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of at the beginning of the game after the first defeat of the boss. That was really great. I really loved that when you swap zones. It felt like so cyberpunk and so good. Like, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Where's Kaczynski's Night Call?
But yeah, that's exactly it. We're just playing Drive the video game, but in cyberpunk land.
And the story is really basic.
Yeah, the story is you get hacked at the start of the game.
You get mind hacked.
You get brain jacked, boy.
And then it's the standard, hey, someone took something from you and you gotta go get it back.
Kill that from me!
Yeah, but you're chasing the thing, the tesseract, the item, the thing, the person, the whatever.
Honestly, it made me think of John Wick. Still very aesthetic, but less cinematic. Hey, they killed my dog, or they took my dog or my car, and now I'm gonna kill them.
You're not in for the story. You're in
No.
for the... When you want some bomb-ass gameplay, you gotta play Ruiner, because it's got some bomb-ass gameplay. You know what I'm saying, games? But yeah, the gameplay is really good. This is me transitioning to gameplay, by the way.
The gameplay is polished enough, definitely, and it feels smooth enough. But there's a bunch of problems with it. For one, there's not enough variety in the combat. You know, gameplay-wise, it's quite comparable to Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
But Hotline Miami has more depth in the combat. For instance, being able to throw stuff.
Here, there are more abilities that you have.
I didn't feel those abilities added enough, though. Like, they spend this whole piece of the tutorial having you work the shield, and
I didn't even upgrade the shield. I didn't even use it.
I de-equipped the shield. I didn't use it at all. There's this one boss, and they were specifically like, hey, you should use your shield to block it. And no.
I can just literally run around and not get hit instead. Like, you can't shield and shoot. You can literally unsheath your katana and teleport behind him. Why wouldn't you do that instead of just waiting and shielding? Like, who plays like that?
Okay, the combat wasn't enough variety, because there's, okay, shoot and dash. Everything else is really just unnecessary flourish, and you don't really feel like you gain much by using it. On top of that, they had stuff that was cool in concept, like the pre-selected dash planning, but I never fucking used that either.
I tried using it twice. It's neither slow enough or fast enough to be useful.
Yeah.
It's just easier to dash somewhere, and then whenever you dash, you slow time. So why wouldn't you just do that? Considering it's really easy. I didn't like the pre-programmed dash. I guess I liked the normal dash.
Yeah, the normal dash was fine. Just zipping around, beating the shit out of people. Like, at its core, the gameplay is really satisfying, and the pace of the combat is good, and you have this soundtrack which is really keeping you pumped up.
Yeah, the soundtrack is really, really great. The gameplay is sharp. That's what it feels like.
It's very crisp.
The weapons handle well. The upgrade system is a little iffy.
By the time you can make a proper build, you're already at the end of the game.
Yeah, some of the abilities are just unusable.
They had a bunch of game systems planned out to fit a bigger game. Because, you know, at the start, you have the free roam town map of Ranguk.
Yeah.
That's useful for, like, the first bit.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna be there for a while, and it's like
Yeah.
2 missions in. You're like, yeah, next
And
zone.
it looks really nice, this area, and the characters have good dialogue. You know, it's a convincing setting. There's a few side quests which are amusing enough.
Yeah, you gotta hack cats.
Yeah, you have to brainjack cats.
Like, what? Okay, I'll do that. I'm bored.
And then after that, they just send you off to other areas for the rest of the game. Or just send you off to other active gameplay levels for the rest of the game.
If the game itself was longer, it would be... They could expand on that, but...
And then also what made me feel like that was the upgrade system. Because you have this pretty elaborate upgrade system, and I think it's well built enough. But the problem, as I said, was that by the time you can make a proper build, you're already at the end of the game. So if it was a bigger game, if it had higher replayability, what they should have gone for is a New Game Plus mode.
Where you get more enemies, more stuff.
You know,
like
shit is
more-
harder, but you keep your level and skills that go up. In your next playthrough, you can have a proper build while playing through a harder difficulty. Games like this should have replayability, and this game doesn't have much replayability.
You want to stay more in the world. You want to play more, and there's not enough there.
Because they tried a little bit, like they put like speedrun leaderboards, which are basically empty because no one replays it. There's an arena mode, which is also basically empty. They didn't think out the core loop.
It almost needs, maybe because I really like them, but like a roguelike element. Like, why would I keep coming back to this if I've played it once? Like, give me something there. Give me like a new character, maybe 1-2 new abilities when you beat the game. Like, give me something to keep playing. But I think we shouldn't be that negative, because what there is really good. Like, the gameplay is sharp, the music is great, the aesthetics are great. It's just short. That's why we're kind of sad about it. It's like a little tease.
They gave me this half chub right here, and then when I'm all getting hot and bothered for their juicy stuff, they're like, no, I'm not in the mood.
Listen, you're sending me here a side boob, and I got this hard dick here, and you're just like blocking me on Twitter. This is not okay, e-girls.
In this case, we even paid you.
Yeah, which I never do with e-girls.
What I'm saying is, this game is at least comparable or better to than e-girls.
So, okay, let's make it easy for the viewers, parentheses, listeners. The gameplay, solid, right? Kind of boring. The upgrade system is kind of bad. The aesthetics are great. If you like Cyberpunk, you're gonna like this. If you don't like Cyberpunk, you should stop listening. The music's great. Story's basic. The art's good.
The art is excellent. All right, so Peppy, what's your verdict?
What's the price of the game? Look, that's 20. How long did it take for you to beat it?
4 hours and 42 minutes to beat.
It's on the edge for me. I would refund it. If it was 15, I wouldn't refund it. It's a lot.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, with a tiny caveat. I'm also, like you, I'm on the edge. I'm really on the edge, because there's so many good parts about this game, and they just don't go quite far enough to justify the price. But I got it as a gift from P-Dub, and as far as gifts go, it was a wonderful gift. So
You're putting a third option in. It's gonna be, put it on your wish list, and when it's $10, go get it.
hey everyone, thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you guys next week. We'll also soon have a website up where you can check all our reviews quickly, thanks to our Patreon donors finally reaching our first goal.